the reports are true. This disgusting amalgamation of man and machine, known as the cyborgs, are back.
Well, Helldivers, it's official. Cyborgs are coming for the February 10th major update, and you're in for a real treat, so we definitely have to dive in and break everything down. Well, it was confirmed on the official Discord that the Cyborgs are coming in. Not only have they hacked and sent us a transmission, but we've seen a new video of all the different Cyborg tactics and the introduction of the 3 new units and, a little glimpse of what we can expect, but they didn't provide the whole picture. So I'm here to kind of fill in the blanks for you and also maybe, talk a little bit more and analyze things. But first up, let's go after that message. So in the Cyborg hack, which I know I showed previously, we are being told like, hey, we have been here, you guys are trying to impose your freedom on us, but your freedom to us means slavery, means oppression, and we'll leave you alone if you leave us alone. But this threat is just still more of a threat, and I think that regardless of what we do at this point, they're going to come after us, so hey, they can say whatever they want, but the war is still going to continue. But if any of you Helldivers have been swayed over to the Cyborg cause over the past couple days from those hacks, well, I guess I'll see you on the battlefield. Then on to the units themselves. Let's break down what you can expect on the battlefield as well as their mechanics.
We have the Agitators. They are the field commander of the Automaton Legion. Equipped with heavy armor, they are a disgusting and inexorable tide across the battlefield, with the ability to take direct command over their automaton underlings.
Well, there you have it. We have the official name of the heavy armored cyborg, and that is the Agitator. Now, the Agitators, as mentioned over in the video clip, will take command of the automatons around them and issue orders. But something that they don't tell you is that, hey, if they can give out orders, what happens if you take them off the battlefield? Is there a little bit of a disruption? And there is. If you are able to kill out these guys as they're issuing orders to the units around them, you'll disrupt the automatons a little bit, and you'll buy yourself a couple seconds of time to kind of, add some confusion to the battlefield. But not only that, for these Agitators, you can work through their armor, break it off, and typically it will kill them, or, you can expose just the meaty substance underneath known as the regular cyborg. So, don't be too intimidated from these guys. They have durable armor that you can crack through with any weapon, but typically just work on them with medium pen or heavy pen weapons, or an orbital laser, or whatever you want, and you'll be just fine. But the thing that you need to be worried about is going to be their gun, actually. Their gun is a cannon, and it actually does shoot out this kind of laser cannon at you. Kind of like, a dumbed-down version of a sentry in a way. It definitely packs a punch, so don't want to take this thing to the face, but it's not going to one-shot you.
The Radicals represent 100 years of contempt for democracy. Forgoing heavy armor, they use their cybernetics and bioenhancements to push their bodies to the brink. Armed with heavy shotguns and techno martial arts, their job is simple: get close and personal with the divers and make their day a living hell.
Okay, so yes, the Radicals, not only are they going to be very aggressive and charge you with their martial arts, you can see some spinning kicks going out there to the face. They are a bit annoying on the battlefield for sure, but they go down pretty easy, man. And the coolest thing about them is not only do they spill oil like regular automatons, but they also bleed because they have exposed flesh. So, I was getting that question asked a lot, and that is to confirm that they actually do bleed, as you saw in the clip over there. But yeah, these guys have a shotgun. They are, a little bit nasty on the battlefield from time to time. They are faster, and they'll try to weave in and out of you to get close up to you and take you out. But yeah, you can put down these guys pretty quickly, so don't be too worried.
Finally, we have the voice of Cyberstan, the Vox Engine. Dual heavy laser cannons, a rocket array, and heavy Gatling lasers for flanking defense. Patrolling across the battlefield, they blare out delusional propaganda of cyborg superiority.
So now the big boy of the group, the Vox Engine, that is now the official confirmed name that we've showed previously. This guy has the 3 different weapons. It has the laser cannons, the laser sentries, and the rocket array that goes out. It can definitely pack a punch, as you saw from some previous footage, but here it is again over here. As you can see, it's, kind of on par with the Factory Strider in terms of damage output, and it's taking out this Helldiver a lot over here. So, thanks again to Hell Commander for posting out this footage. It looks great. I'm super excited. But also, as you can see, what's not shown in the clip is the different weaknesses of the different Vox Engine. So, obviously, this thing is heavily armored, very similar to the Factory Strider and whatnot, but it does have weak points. It has the different vents around it, and also, we've showed previously, Underneath, there is a weak spot to the Vox Engine, so if you can get underneath him and, do some C4s, do whatever, you're going to go take him out pretty quickly. But like a tank and like other things, he does have the exposed engine in the back, so you could go target that as well. And of course, you can now call in the Eagle Strafing Run or other big things like that to do tons of damage to this guy. So while he's probably going to kill a lot of Helldivers, at the same time, he's not so imposing to the a level of a Hive Lord. So not like a boss unit that you're going to have to be very, very aware of on the battlefield. But at the same time, don't take him for granted, because if you do, you're probably going to be dead. But as also we've seen from Dripku's footage, these things can actually drop in multiple. That is right. If you were expecting just to fight one of these at a time, you are mistaken. Similar to the Factory Strider or the War Strider, these things can actually spawn in groups. So when they are in groups, that's when you're kind of fucked. Or not. As long as you have a Bastion tank or something bigger, you'll be fine. Alright friends, I'm going to wrap things up. That's what you can expect from the Cyborgs. Now, obviously we wanted more different units, but right now we have 3. Maybe we'll get more down the line, because there's some in the files. But we'll see what happens, friends. And, as always, be sure that you are grinding out the super credits, because there's going to be an update tomorrow, February 10th, and there's going to be items in the store, so buy those items. And I'll see you all on the battlefield. Well, friends, have a good one and take care.